Okay, we are recording. Okay, so a few years ago, I used this dream book. And I don't know why we get away from doing things that work, but have you all ever done that? Like you've got something that works really well, and then you're like, oh, I'm going to go down a different road, a rabbit trail, basically. So I decided to go ahead and bring this back because not only is it a great tool for me to share the business with other people, but if I equip you and I show you how to use this book, you can share the business with whomever you want to share it with. You don't have to wait on me. And then we can do a follow-up call. Y'all can I'll set up a Google form and you can say, Cecilia can say, I shared with Jasmine, here's what she said. This is where she is on a scale from 1 to 10. We're calling her tomorrow to close her. So, that way I can help you close if you need to close or whatever y'all might need. But this book literally will walk you through how to share the business with other women or men, whomever you might want to share it with. At the first of my book, I did just put in, of course, we're building our Fierce National area. And I'll explain why we are fierce at some point, but not today. But this is our lineup. We have one sales director, one DIQ, and so we need 19 more, 20 more. So we are working on that. But today we are going to be focusing on this dream book. And so when I send you this recording, I'm also going to send you the PDF, and so you can just print it out. But basically what I did, obviously, as you can see, I put it in page protectors and I printed it single side because I feel like it's easier for me to maneuver single side. So I'm going to move us around a little bit, but Cecilia, I'd love for us to come right over here and sit. And I'm going to talk to Cecilia as if she is a potential consultant who is interested in joining my team, okay? And so this is training that you can go back and you can refer to over and over and over again. So, but guys, if you have questions in the middle, jot them down and then we'll address them at the end if y'all don't mind, okay? All right, so Cecilia, okay, we're right here, we can see. All right, thank you so much for meeting me today.
Oh, thank you for coming.
Did you have a great time the other night at the beauty experience?
It was so much fun. Oh. I had a great time.
Well, how are those products working out for you?
I love them. I absolutely love them. I was a little skeptical, but after trying them, I was like, I gotta take them off.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. Well, Cecilia, I always pick at least one level 10 woman in the room to share this business with. And the moment you walked in the door, your self-confidence, your poise, the way you just cheered everybody on in the room, I knew that I wanted to share this business with you. So thank you so much for giving me your time and let me share this with you. So I'm going to go through this dream book, and I just like to talk about dreaming. When I was a little girl, I lived inside a dream all the time, totally and still do a really good job of visualizing and having squirrel moments. But, I could get lost in my thoughts and not hear a word that anybody else was saying because I was living in this vision at the moment. So, but I like to talk about dreaming because sometimes we forget how to dream once we become adults.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say I haven't had dreams in a long time.
Yes, absolutely. Because, we get a job and we go to our job and we come home and feed the kids, homework, baths, bed, get up and do it the same thing again. So, and life does happen. You're absolutely right. So we're going to go through this and I'm just going to ask you a lot of questions. Okay. And I want you to just ask me questions, but this is a great opportunity for us to get to know each other and kind of see if Mary Kay would be something that would fit into your life and how it could fit in. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Awesome. So Cecilia, I have a list of a lot of different characteristics here, gifts and talents of, you know, successful people in this business. But if we were to partner together, what do you think your top 3 gifts and talents would be that would make you successful at this business?
Passionate.
Mm-hmm.
Energetic,
Mm-hmm.
definitely.
Definitely, I could
And
see
kind.
that. Kind. Okay. So is that the way that your friends describe you, Cecilia, as being kind?
Yes. And energetic.
Yes.
They just, that really comes first.
Little Energizer Bunny. I
Yeah.
love it. So, Cecilia, what are some of the things that you're most passionate about?
Well, at my church,
Mm-hmm.
I have a prayer shawl ministry,
Mm-hmm.
and I was really excited when I became a member of that church that was already in place,
Mm-hmm.
because I love to crochet.
Mm-hmm.
And I love to make prayer shawls, and I've made them for family and close friends, but just as me giving them out, and now I actually have the opportunity to pass them on to people that I don't know that are in need of those. So I'm really passionate about that.
That is amazing. And how good it must make you feel.
Amazing, especially when they say, okay, well, we gave one of your prayer shawls to so-and-so, and he is dealing with 4th stage cancer and this or that, and you're just like, oh, and he's getting a hug from God. You know?
Yeah.
It's just, that's kind of what my personal mission is, to have everybody feel God's hug, God's arms around them.
I love that.
So,
I love that, Cecilia. That's amazing. That is amazing. What are some of the things that that you've done in the past that might be somewhat like Mary Kay?
Well, I was with another direct sales company for a lot of years. I started as a sales manager, and then left the management and became a consultant. And it was okay, but it was okay.
Yeah.
You know, it just got too big. They wanted to be a walking department store, and I did not want to be a walking department store.
Don't you just love that Mary Kay specializes in skincare and color cosmetics, and we can become experts? I love that,
because and that's exactly the reason, because you can become an expert. And when I saw you and you were doing your presentation, all I could think of was like, wow, she just knows everything about her products. Isn't that wonderful?
Thank you. Thank you. Well, I also love this business because it's more than just about the products too. One of the things that I think if you decide to partner with me in this business that you'll find, Cecilia, is that we are a sisterhood. We are a community of support for each other. And the product is just the vehicle that allows us to get in front of people, to make other people feel amazing about themselves, and an opportunity to help other people build a business as well. So I think that would like totally fit right in with you. So I love to share just a little bit about some of these women who are also in Mary Kay, who are highly successful. I've got pictures here of 6 women who are in the business. And they all have different backgrounds, different stories. Gloria Mayfield Banks, she is the #1 national sales director in Mary Kay. Her highest commission check is over $100,000 in 1 month, Cecilia. I know, it's like, really? Like, I don't even know if I could wrap my mind around that. You know, the great thing about Gloria is she is a Harvard MBA graduate. Wow. She was dyslexic her entire life. She had to have a tutor the entire way through. She left a high-paying IBM job to come to Mary Kay, to be full-time Mary Kay. So she's obviously highly successful. And then we've got Gia Jakowski down here, who is a former VP with a manufacturing facility. So, I mean, we got 2 different things here going on, and Gia is a sales director. She has 3 engineering degrees. It's like, wow, like brains beyond what I can imagine. And her highest paycheck has been about $9,700 in 1 month, which that's nothing to sneeze at. But gosh, you know, you can see that the sky is the limit. Like, nothing is impossible in this business. So But there's a lot of women who come into this business who really have no idea where they're going to go with it, and then they make $100,000 in a month.
In a month.
Yeah. And there's a lot of women, who didn't go to college, maybe some that didn't even graduate from high school, who are highly successful. So the education level has nothing to do with it. So
That's good to know.
yes, like my first event, Mary Kay event that I went to was a career conference. And what I was told in the beginning, I saw was so true about Mary Kay. Like, it's totally up to you. If you want to be successful in this business, you totally can be. Because I saw women of every shape, size, form, hair color, skirt size, age, and they were successful. It's like, well, they don't have anything that I don't have. And I know I can do this too. So anyway, there are 4 types of Mary Kay experiences, okay? And so you can decide which one you fit into. So we have our spare time consultants who, really have about 25, 30 customers, probably servicing your friends, your family, some coworkers, maybe some of the ladies at church. You're getting your products at a discount, not really looking to build a big business, maybe work it about 5 hours per month. So that would be a spare time consultant. There's also a part-time consultant who needs the extra income and to make some new friends. And so you might be looking at 3 to 4 hours per week, or 3 to 4 hours every 2 weeks. Totally, again, you're in charge of that. Now, a full-time consultant is someone who is looking for a life change or an enhancement is needed in their income, and they're willing to give it maybe 6 to 10 hours a week for their business. You can earn the use of a company car with that time of investment. And of course, create those additional streams of income and move into a leadership position. And then we have our fast track to leadership. And that somebody that's ready to move right now. And they know they want to be a coach and mentor for other women, help other women move up, willing to give that time. And so are looking for an executive income as quickly as possible. So based on the information that I've shared with these 4 different Mary Kay experiences, which one do you think would be most appealing to you?
I think to start, I would like to start at a full-time.
Full-time, okay.
To start and see how that would work, and then work my way into a fast track.
Yeah, okay. That sounds amazing.
Once I've gotten started.
Yeah. So that's probably going to take about 6 to 10 hours per week, Cecilia.
Oh, that's not bad.
So where do you think you would fit that into your time schedule?
Well, I only work 2 days a week right now. So
oh, beautiful.
It works out really good.
That's really good.
I'll be able to put the rest of the time in.
Okay, awesome. Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do, Cecilia. We're going to work through a little exercise real quick, okay? And this is what we call our weekly plan sheet. And so I'm just going to have you to kind of fill this out for us. I'm going to need to grab an ink pen. I did not get one out of my bag, so let me grab that really quickly. Thank you. Okay, Cecilia. So on this sheet, what I'd love for you to do is just like mark off the times that you would not be available. Mark off the times that you would not be available to work your Mary Kay business.
Okay. So I work on Wednesdays. And I work on Fridays. And I like to spend my Sundays with my family.
Okay.
In church.
Yeah, absolutely. So mark that off.
Church and family. My husband travels, so that's kind of our data.
Okay.
Wind everything up.
That sounds great.
And that's pretty much it. I mean, everything else is just housework here and there.
Okay. All right.
There's not a specific time for anything.
So if we invested about 6 to 10 hours, Cecilia, you're probably looking at, I'll tell you what we do. We have Power Saturdays where we'll like maybe hold 3 to 9 beauty experiences in one day. And I know that sounds a little bit crazy.
Overwhelming.
But we do partner together to do that. But that's a great way, like if you wanted to devote one Saturday a month to that, and then maybe work in a few others. But I definitely see in the calendar here that you probably have enough time to do about 5 beauty experiences in a week, 3 to 5. So let's go ahead and pick out like 3 different time spots that you would like to host a beauty experience. And so you probably want to set aside about 2.5 hours for each one of those.
Okay. So, I mean, the weekdays, I'm not really sure because, I mean, I'm just available. So would that be like a daytime or an evening?
You know, you could do either. There's so many women who are available during the day. So maybe on Monday, you could do like one in the afternoon. On Tuesday, you could do one in the evening. And then maybe another one on a Saturday.
Okay. So how about 2 o'clock on Monday?
Perfect.
Okay, so we'll just put a party there.
Yeah.
2, 3, let's just go to 4.
Okay.
Okay, and then on a Tuesday, I'd like to do an evening. That would be a good one. So
And
like
6 o'clock typically works really well for that, especially here in Huntsville.
Yes. Well, so many people that I know work. So, and then I think I'll just do another evening. I'll do 2 evenings because.
And then you have your Saturday free.
And then Saturday, well, that's 3. You said 5. I could do some during the day on Saturday. People are off on Saturday.
Exactly.
So I could do.
Okay.
I could do 2.
All right. Well, let's just put 1 in there on a Saturday.
Okay. Well, let's just do 1 o'clock.
Okay. Perfect. Middle of the day. That's what everybody loves. Okay. So we're just going to set this aside for right now.
Okay.
And we're going to come back to this in just a few minutes. So we've got time set aside to do 4 beauty experiences, and then you would have some time in there to get a little bit of clerical work done and phone calls and that sort of stuff too. So the next thing we're going to look at is dreams. Okay, and so I kind of have a little acronym here, and so I want you to pick the one that is most appealing to you. So we have design your dream life, we have recognition and prizes, entrepreneurship, automobile program, the multiple streams of income, and self-confidence. Cecilia, which one of those stand out to you the most?
Multiple streams of income.
Multiple streams of income. That is a very smart thing. So we're just going to go ahead and flip right on over here, and we are going to focus on the multiple streams of income. So I'm going to give a little sidebar here. There is a page in here for every one of those. There's a page in here for designing your life, recognition and prizes, entrepreneurship, the automobile program, of course, the streams of income, and self-confidence. You want to focus on what is important to her. If earning prizes is not important to her, then don't spend time talking about it. What's important to her today is the multiple streams of income. So that's the page that I'm going to focus on. So with our multiple streams of income, Cecilia, it's so smart. With Mary Kay, we have 6 rivers of income, 6 streams of income coming in just with one business. And so, of course, marketing our product. I know I shared with you all the other day at the beauty experience, we do make 50% on the sale of our product.
Right.
And that's for every consultant. So for every active consultant, you earn 50%. Don't you just love that? I can divide that too in a minute.
Oh, yeah.
And so because our product is consumable, we wash it down the drain twice a day, or at least we hope our clients wash it down the drain twice a day. And so, of course, when they run out of their product, they're going to call you for a reorder. One of the things that you'll want to do is to maintain a good relationship with your clients so that they feel, they're comfortable with you calling them. I keep up with my clients about once a quarter. So I call them about once a quarter, or I'll text them, see how they're doing, just build that relationship. So even when I don't call them, they're calling me saying, hey, I need this. Can you get it to me ASAP? And that's typically what they're saying. I ran out yesterday. I need it today. So, but I find that, that with skincare and color cosmetics, it's kind of like selling bread and milk. When a woman becomes loyal to her skincare and especially the foundation, she will do whatever it takes to keep those products in her bathroom drawer. And so it's like selling bread and milk. When you run out of it, you really don't think about the budget. You're just like, okay, I need this. I'm going to go and get it. So that's the reorders. Dovetailing. Now, this is something I don't hear a lot of consultants doing these days, but it's so wise to do this. Let's say, for example, you had scheduled a beauty experience for this coming Saturday and something happened with Dean's schedule and you weren't going to be able to do it. So you could call me and say, Christy, will you go? I want to dovetail this party to you. And so what happens is I would give you 15% of the sales.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, that's nice. So then you don't have to reschedule your party, and because that's really nice.
So you would get 15%. I would keep the rest. The hostess would continue to be your client, and then the other guest would start to be my client. Now, the whole idea is that I would help you recruit your hostess, so those clients would go with her. But that's, and then of course that brings us to the team building. And this is something that I am so passionate about, is team building and sharing this amazing Mary Kay experience with other women. And as you grow your team and as you mentor women, even as a brand new consultant, you earn a commission from the company. Even if you're like, I have no idea what I'm doing, Christy's doing everything for me. It's totally fine. Just enjoy those commission checks and the bonuses that's going to come along with it. Because as you build your team, you're going to watch me work with them, and then you're going to know how to transfer those skills onto your team as well. Of course, the leadership. As a sales director and a national sales director, we earn monthly and quarterly and annual bonuses. We get paid twice a month. It's just like having a regular job. We know the commission that we're going to make is like printed right there on the screen. I can see what my paycheck is going to be any day of the week. And the really cool thing is I know that if I need a bigger paycheck, I know what to do to go and get it. So if I'm not happy with my paycheck, I've got no one to blame but me. You know what I mean? So, and most
I like that you actually have, you can actually move your paycheck.
Mm-hmm.
You
absolutely
actually have that say.
Yes,
that's
absolutely.
saying what your paycheck will be.
Because on those 2 days that you work, you can't say to your boss, hey, I'd like to make an extra $200 today. What do I need to do?
No.
That's not happening. So this last one, this family security plan, Cecilia, this is amazing because as a national sales director, when we retire, the company continues to pay us retirement for 15 years.
Wow.
And we don't pay a dime into that retirement. So that is something that Mary Kay created many years ago. So of course, the ultimate goal for me and possibly for you is to build a national area, to build a team of leaders who are leading leaders so that we can pass on that legacy. So, and even if I were to pass before my 15 years were up, my family would continue to get that money.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
It is. Yeah, there's not many companies out there.
No, they don't.
Yes. So what impresses you the most about this?
I like the leadership.
Mm-hmm.
You have total control over your paycheck.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. I love the family security program. Because as I'm older now, I look towards retirement.
Yeah.
And so that would be something that I would be totally interested in.
Yes, definitely. And I knew on Saturday when we met that you totally love mentoring women. We talked about that a little bit. So when you were in the previous direct sales company, did you all make 50%?
Oh gosh. I mean, we could, but it was on a bi-weekly basis, and it was based on your sales.
Based on your sales.
So
50% is actually the highest in the direct sales industry. And Mary Kay's not the only one that offers 50%, but of course, I'm a little biased. I think we're the best. So.
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and flip on over here. And so, so what's been your favorite part of this dream session so far? And tell me, how do you feel that your life could be positively impacted by working as a Mary Kay, becoming a Mary Kay consultant and partnering with me?
My favorite part so far has been the 6 avenues of income,
Mhm.
because I just figured you sell and that's it.
Yes.
And then that's it.
Right.
But there's so much more to it. So it's great to see all the different ways that you can make money.
Mhm.
And it's great that you have total control over that.
Mhm.
Well, my life could be positive. I only work 2 days a week right now.
Mhm.
So that's not much of a big paycheck.
Yeah.
And I would love to do something for my husband.
Oh, yeah.
You know, take him on a trip or
Mhm.
something, and we pay everything.
Yes.
And
So
I
where would
think,
you go?
I don't even know. I never even thought about
Yeah,
that.
you could go anywhere.
Yeah, I'd like to take him to Italy.
Hmm. So what's so special about Italy?
He's half Italian. And he still has some relatives that live in Italy.
Oh,
So
my
it'd be nice to
goodness.
go and be able to see family.
Yeah. Can
Get to
you
meet
just
them.
imagine?
I would love that.
Yeah. So Cecilia, have you looked into like the cost of that?
No, never even. I mean, it's just been a dream that, you know, just get
Mhm.
tucked away in the back until you ask me.
Yes. Well, I think we should look into how much it would cost you to take him on an all expenses vacation to Italy.
That's a great
And
idea.
we could strategize on how to make that happen with your Mary Kay Profits.
Oh my gosh, that would be so good.
It would be. Oh my goodness.
He would die.
Not literally.
Not literally, no.
But yeah,
That
no,
would
he
be
would
so
be
exciting.
over the
Oh
moon.
yeah, he
Uh-huh.
would. He would.
Mm.
Okay.
I can see you're there already.
I'm ready to get my phone and Google.
Okay, well, let's start doing some research on that so we know how much money we need to make.
Okay.
So, all right. Well, we are going to come back over here and we're going to look at this. And so at the bottom part of this form, I'm going to have her to fill out the rest of this form. So she has said that she would like to do 4 beauty experiences per week. So Cecilia, you're going to put 4 right there. So when you have 3 or more people there, Mary Kay says the average beauty experience with 3 to 6 women is around $300. Okay, so if you had $300 in sales times 4 of those a week, how much is that? Okay,
I'm glad I picked easy numbers.
I know, but I think I'm going to have to have my calculator for this next thing. So if we did that for 4 weeks in a row, I think that's, what is that, 4,800? Mm-hmm. We can do this math in our head. Heck yeah. And then our commission on those sales is 50%. So if you can make an extra $2,400 a month.
Oh, I could take my husband definitely.
Yeah, you definitely could.
Oh, I could.
Mm-hmm. And then when you look over here and you look at your reorder business. And so it's so important as you build your client base to build that relationship with them. You want to convert people, your clients, to using the skincare. But if you had 2 clients per week who got started on the skincare and they spent with you, an average person spends about $1,500 to $2,000 a year on skincare, color cosmetics, that sort of thing. But if your clients just spent $300 with you and you had 2 clients a week that did that, that would be an additional $15,000.
Oh,
That's really cultivating those relationships with your customers.
yeah. Wow. And that's in addition to the 2,400.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then you've got some team building that you could do in addition to that as well.
Wow. That's a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
And by working it 4 days,
Mm-hmm. Essentially, yes.
you could come up with this.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Being very intentional with your time and the people that you're in front of.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So Cecilia, in order to become a Mary Kay consultant, we all start with a starter kit. And this is what our starter kit looks like. And so it's a $100 decision, basically. Inside your starter kit, there's close to $500 worth of product that you're going to get. Mm-hmm. And so you'll get, basically all the tools that you need to get started demoing the product. You would get me as your coach and mentor. I'm going to be there to hold your hand and to give you the guidance that you need to build your business. So what more would you need to know in order to make this $100 decision?
How long does it take to get your kid in? Like if I just said, okay, let's do it,
Mm-hmm.
because I mean, I'm still overwhelmed with these numbers over
Mm-hmm.
here.
Mm-hmm.
How long does it take to get the kid? I mean, do I gotta wait a month or so before it comes in?
Oh, that's a really good question. Actually, our if we ordered it today, this is Monday, you probably are going to have it Wednesday or Thursday.
Of this week?
Yes, girl, you can start selling right now.
Oh my gosh.
Mhm.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Okay. What do you think your hubby's going to say?
He's going to be excited.
Very
But
excited.
I'm not going to tell him about the Italy part.
Okay. No.
I want that
mm-mm.
to be a
Total
surprise.
surprise.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I just want to tell him that I got another job
Mm-hmm.
and that I'm going to make some extra money.
Okay.
And he'll be happy.
Oh, of course he will.
He will.
Absolutely. Well, men are only, really concerned about three things, Cecilia. They want to know where their next meal is coming from,
Yeah.
when they're going to see you again. And I don't think I have to tell you what
No.
that is. Oh, Mary Kay even said that. So I think it's safe to say that. So anyway, so you guys, before we move on, Cecilia, you are amazing. Thank you so much.
Practices?
I know. No, not at all. So you just take that right here. So if Cecilia had said, I am interested in designing my own life, there was a page that I could focus on for that, and we would talk about that. And it's just the things that you want to think about is what questions can you ask? Because when we started talking about Italy, which by the way, Cecilia, we need to talk about that. When we started talking about Cecilia taking Dean to Italy, she was completely lost in that moment. That's where you want to take somebody, is get them lost in the moment of where they're going to go with this Mary Kay business. So then there's the recognition and the prizes, and there's so much to talk about there. We've got our quarterly prizes, we've got our year-end prizes, we've got our monthly prizes. Even if you feel like you haven't earned a lot of prizes, you can talk about all the prizes that are available, because they're available to everyone. So talk about the prizes, even just like the sisterhood and us getting together. Entrepreneurship, of course, that's just owning your own business. Find out what's so important to her about having her own business. Of course, the automobile program, we all know about that. So you just want to focus on what she is concerned about, because if she's not concerned about, like I said, recognition and prizes, then you don't really have to spend a whole lot of time there. So what questions can I answer for you guys? And I'm gonna, if you want to come back in, just unmute yourself. But what questions can I answer for you
I
all?
want to say one thing. I love using this form during the
Yes,
process,
me
during the
too.
dream process, because it actually lets them see where they can put in the time.
Exactly.
I love this.
Yeah, I do too. Christina.
All right, so your acronym for DREAMS, I've got the last three: automobile, multiple streams of income, and self-confidence. What are the first three?
Okay, so that was design your dream life,
Okay,
recognition and prizes, entrepreneurship.
can you spell that?
ENTREPRENEURSHIP.
Wow, one word.
Okay, any other questions?
I have,
Okay.
and I'm not being negative Nancy, but I would want to know for myself. If she were to say, well, let me think about it, or I don't know, what would you do at that point?
That's a very good question, Jasmine. So Jasmine has asked the question, what would I do if Cecilia had said, let me think about it, I'm not sure. I would ask questions. So Cecilia, what do you feel like you need to think about?
I think I need to talk to my husband.
Okay, all right. Well, that's totally fair.
To see what he says.
Okay. So what do you think he's going to say?
really, he's probably going to say, "Are you sure this isn't a scam?" You
Yes.
know? And can I really make this money
Yeah.
with the time that I put in?
Exactly. So what information can I give you that's going to equip and empower you to go back to Dean and say,
Well, I like that page that you showed me with the people that they made
Okay.
the money.
mm-hmm,
That
the 6 avenues?
Yes.
Okay.
no,
Oh.
with all the directors and that one,
Okay.
that one.
Okay.
Because then I can show them, look, these are real people. These are
Mhm.
not fake people.
Right.
And this is the kind of money they're making, and
Mhm.
that's the kind of money I want to make.
Yes.
So I'd want a copy of that. I'd
Okay.
want a copy of the 6 avenues because I would be able to show him that it's not just sales.
Mhm.
I mean, it is, but it isn't. You know,
Mhm.
it's also bringing other people in and teaching them.
Right. Exactly.
So, and growing,
Mhm.
and taking care of your customers.
Right.
So I would want that page too. And I think with those two, I could talk to him
Mhm.
confidently
Okay.
about this.
Okay. All right. Awesome. All right. Well, that sounds great. Well, there's one thing that I will say, Cecilia. Sometimes people get analysis paralysis. Do you know what that is?
No.
That's when you think about it so much that you do nothing.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's.
I've gotten that before.
I think we all have. Absolutely. So let's set a time. So this is Monday. Why don't you and Dean talk about it tomorrow night, and then you and I follow up on Wednesday.
Okay. Yeah, that would work. I could talk to him tomorrow night.
Okay, that sounds perfect. And then in the meantime, if you think of more questions or additional information that I can send to you or provide to you, I'm more than happy to do that for you.
Okay. That'd be great.
Okay, awesome. Jasmine, what other questions?
Really, that was my only question.
Okay. And then if she keeps saying, well, I don't know. Well,
What is it that's holding you
what
back?
is holding you back? Exactly. Really think about the questions that you can ask. And so in my mind, I'm always thinking, what is the best next question for me to ask? That starts with who, what, when, where, and how. Because that's an open-ended question that she's going to have to think about where her answer is going to come from. So I don't like to ask like questions where she could say yes or no or maybe or whatever. So that's like what's rolling through my head all the time. Who, what, when, where, how. Who, what, when, where, how. So asking those questions, yes. And then really a lot of times my next question is based on the answer that she gives me. Yeah.
I'm not gonna go with any
It just takes practice. Before I became into Mary Kay, I was a manager. Like I told people what to do. I'm really good at telling people what to do. That's an easy thing to do. But if you want somebody to be sold out to a decision, then let them come to the decision themselves. So, any other questions?
Will that be on the group page that we can print that out?
Yes. So yes, I'm going to post this recording, and I'm going to post this tonight or in the morning, so y'all will be ready to rock and roll with it.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording, and